All right, this is documentation speaking to the conflicted interest of thieves and domestic terrorists. Jason Isaac Fields, who are monitoring me with daemons that are gay in Ontario. That includes the police department, whom Jason Isaac Fields and Tracy Banks are relying on to commit kidnapping, to defame, so that they can rely on it and try to support the thefts that Jason Isaac Fields has already engaged in, he's already committed, and the ongoing current status that he maintains in unlawful possession. And I want to be clear, this demon literally has no business having any access to any property that belongs to me. He's not a family member. He's not a friend. He is nobody that should even know about property. The only way that, and the only reason why he knows is because he's been inside of Tracy Banks' vagina. Okay? That's the only reason why. 7FBP321, however, is gang stalking me on Jason Isaac Fields' behalf because this corrupt government actor is engaging in what is gang stalking to get away with theft. That's why the Ontario International Airport, including Delta Airlines, that's flying over at the same published time, going toward their destination by hovering over while the fake sun is underway, and I'm uploading evidence that refers to this thief. This is somebody that's engaging in what is theft via gang stalking, the conspiracy to murder. Jason Isaac Fields relying on keeping property that belongs to me so that he is not, so that he avoids federal prison and ongoing domestic terrorism. Impossible Light is moving across that venue while a demon, 8GLU 179, is crossing path in the environment where Jason Isaac Fields is relying on the criminal conduct, the psychological torture, the ongoing terrorism by the people of the state. This demon, Jason Isaac Fields, is doing so in concert with his sex partner, Tracy Banks. The only way in which he has any association with property, I just want to be clear, this is somebody that has no basis whatsoever to even have knowledge of this is already something that is, the fact that he has any knowledge about it, any involvement, is the inevitable demise regarding federal prison. Not only that, this is a corrupt government actor that is keeping me exposed. This is a conflict by the federal government. I'm going to prosecute for this. The federal government is not investigating. The federal government is the same sex offender, terrorist Jason Isaac Fields, who is targeting with the demons that are trying to stop the upload of a podcast where I'm expounding upon the criminal activity of government actors such as Jason Isaac Fields, the federal government, trying to engage in what is theft of inheritance, theft of money and property and intellectual property, trying to get away with it by murder through gang stalking. This is why you have demons stalking with Impossible Light. 7XQG724. They are gang stalking with the demons of the Ontario Police, stalking with Impossible Light while using helicopters, scary things like following around in planes. This is psychological torture that this Satan-serving demon, this domestic terrorist, this corrupt government actor, Jason Isaac Fields, is relying on while he is remaining in unlawful custody of property, control over property. He is not helping. He's not investigating. He is engaging in what is gang stalking. And the damages that are documented in the criminal pattern of conduct that he is remaining engaged in. He is literally, you also need to know that this is a demon and he uses voodoo. He's spiritually attacking while gang stalking as an entity. And then this psychopath is trying to double as a legitimate government actor, conducting an investigation and providing information to the feds that are engaging in what is providing justice. He's going to federal prison. All right. And this is the entity that is engaging in what is sexual activity with Tracy Banks. You will find a lot of the connections to criminal conduct centered around me is based on sex partners of Tracy Banks. And it includes Jason Isaac Fields, who has no basis whatsoever for having even knowledge of my property, let alone living in any real property that belongs to me, having any access to businesses that I have inherited, that this demon counted on me dying and being able to keep it because he found out that he was caught. And so gang stalking and prolonging this system. That's already proven. There's no investigation. They're hoping that, again, the target individual drops dead. They're hoping, again, that there's just going to be some crash out that's on the internet, and then that's going to support all of the defamation that Jason Isaac Fields has committed, while he conspired at the outset to murder in order to gain riches, material wealth, while demons like 8SBK063 are in the field gang stalking me day in and day out, monitoring my vagina. License 9GMB639, the entity that is gang stalking, a infestation of demons, gang stalking with the government, where this fake sun is still present at this same location after 6 p.m. Like I documented yesterday afternoon, this is where Jason Isaac Fields is counting on death in order to maintain what is presence outside of a federal facility. He's going to federal prison, and this is documentation regarding obstruction of justice, not any investigation. I've conducted the investigation, and I am exposing the corrupt government, and he's going to federal prison for for everything that is precipitating from his original offense of being a gang stalking corrupt official and stealing my property. And he did so counting on my demise. That is me being dead. He's a murderer. He's also engaged in pedophilia with these gang stalkers. It is currently, by the way, 10:06 a.m. and the images that you'll see while I'm uploading this podcast, this is what Sun Sparklets is engaging in. They're monitoring with planes and helicopters, and no flight toward what is the destination of Delta Airlines includes hovering over this venue, but the entity that's monitoring evidence engages in what is ongoing admissions to monitoring evidence because it will never include flight over this venue. But that lets you know that Alan D. Wapner knows that he's being documented, and they're doing so trying to stop publishing of documentation because Jason Isaac Fields is engaged in federal stalking. Okay? Jason Isaac Fields is hostile to everything that's being documented and published on the venue of the internet. He remains an ongoing threat to my life and safety. And the entity is trying to stop evidence that they are all interested in and being obstructed from being published. He's going to federal prison. Okay, he's going to federal prison for the gang stalking by the entirety of the city of Ontario, for the gang stalking that his sex partner Tracy Banks is engaging in inside of her apartment in concert with the city of Ontario. He's going to federal prison for gang stalking with the city of Monrovia, where I'm documenting that P.O.C. by the entirety of that city in Monrovia, California at Courtyard by Marriott, a third party. Where the entity is maintaining gang stalking while I'm in Los Angeles, and the entity is stalking me by helicopters, LA County Fire, and Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department stalking me by helicopter at Alvarado Gardens under the fake sun rising and setting, and Jason Isaac Fields is going to federal prison for it. He's been engaged in targeting me because he has stolen property from me that he has yet to return, and the government is giving time in order to find evidence to support and deny him, not deny him, but deny me what is justice, overly delayed justice, but also because this terrorist, this sex offender doesn't want to go to federal prison. He's going to federal prison. As surely I still remain a transient. I still remain dispossessed of my property that he never should have had access to in the first place. And the judges and the demons engaging in perjury, the demons that are gang stalking, the gang stalking police departments, they're all sharing in that criminal act committed together. They're pacing with engineer light. They're all monitoring while Jason Isaac Fields is engaged in an ongoing campaign to accomplish what is obstruction of justice. A corrupt government actor that wants to stay out of federal prison, and it is not going to happen. It is impossible. He is going to federal prison, and he is continuously threatening my life and safety while I am publishing evidence, and his co-defendants, the entity that's gang stalking me all day long, keeping me under surveillance, using all manner of the government to do so, which is speaking to the unlawful threat that Jason Isaac Fields, a corrupt federal official, poses. He's going to federal prison. And this is this demon's effort to try to avoid that. He already stole my money. He already stole my property, any businesses. He already stole all of that, which he has even no business, has no basis of even knowledge, let alone involvement in the criminal conduct of Tracy Banks and Eric Spencer, for example. He's going to federal prison. He is going straight to federal prison. And this is documentation speaking to what is inevitable federal prison. While Delta Airlines is engaging in criminal monitoring, stalking while I'm at the Ontario Town Square, demons pacing around with impossible light activity, keeping a fake sun over me all day long, which is the psychological torture of the demons that are engaging in that ongoing conspiracy to sacrifice. Jason Isaac Fields is a demon, a part of the same sex cult, engaging in the sacrifice of an American citizen, one whom he engaged in a fake friendship with because he was conspiring my death. He used his position to steal from me and is now gang stalking, not investigating anything, and is seeking to avoid federal prison. This is exposing rampant corruption, and this demon is going to federal prison. All right, it is currently again 10 a.m. This is 280 North Lemon Apartments. Ontario police are gang stalking on this street, like I documented earlier, where the fake sun is still here at this venue. This is P.O.C.